Money, it's the lifeblood of our modern world, flowing through the veins of society, shaping destinies, and defining success. But have you ever wondered why some people seem to have a natural talent for accumulating wealth, while others struggle paycheck to paycheck? The answer might surprise you, and it starts much earlier than you think. Welcome to the hidden world of financial education, a world where the rich teach their children invaluable lessons about money, setting them up for a lifetime of financial success. These aren't your average piggy bank lessons or allowance negotiations. No, these are the closely guarded secrets that have kept wealth within families for generations. But why should you care? Because knowledge is power, and in the realm of finance, it's the difference between thriving and merely surviving. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the money lessons that rich parents teach their kids. Lessons that could change the way you think about wealth forever. Imagine a world where every child grows up understanding the true value of a dollar, the power of compound interest, and the art of smart investing. A world where financial literacy isn't just for the elite, but a fundamental skill taught alongside reading and writing. This isn't a utopian dream, it's the reality for children of the wealthy. And it's a reality that's creating a widening gap between the haves and the have-nots. But here's the kicker. These lessons aren't rocket science. They're not complex formulas or insider trading secrets. They're simple, powerful principles that anyone can learn and apply. So why aren't we all teaching them? As we dive into these eye-opening lessons, prepare to have your preconceptions challenged. You might feel frustrated, even angry, at the opportunities you've missed. But more importantly, you'll be armed with knowledge that could change your financial future and that of generations to come. So are you ready to learn the money secrets of the rich? Buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey that could revolutionize your relationship with money. And trust me, you won't want to miss a single moment. Our first stop on this enlightening journey is the cornerstone of financial success, saving. But we're not talking about the loose change in a piggy bank or the crumpled bills stuffed in a cookie jar. No. The wealthy approach saving with a level of intention and discipline that might shock you. Rich parents teach their kids that saving isn't just about putting aside what you have. It's about cultivating a mindset of delayed gratification, of seeing beyond the immediate wants to the long-term needs. It's a lesson that starts early and runs deep. Imagine a child who, instead of spending their allowance on candy or toys, automatically sets aside a portion for saving. This isn't just about accumulating money. It's about building habits that will shape their entire financial future. But here's where it gets interesting. The wealthy don't just teach their kids to save, they teach them to save with purpose. Every dollar saved is a soldier in their financial army, ready to be deployed for future battles and victories. And speaking of the future, let's talk about the magic of compound interest. While most kids are learning basic addition and subtraction, children of the wealthy are getting schooled in exponential growth. They're learning that money can make money, a concept so powerful it's been called the eighth wonder of the world. But saving isn't just about accumulation, it's about protection. Rich parents instill in their children a deep understanding of financial security. They teach them to build emergency funds, to prepare for the unexpected, to create a buffer between themselves and life's financial curveballs. Now you might be thinking, sure, it's easy to save when you're born with a silver spoon. And you'd be right to an extent. But the lesson here isn't about the amount saved. It's about the habit formed, the mindset cultivated. So as we move forward, ask yourself, how different would your financial situation be if you had learned these lessons as a child? If saving wasn't a chore, but a deeply ingrained habit? If you saw every dollar not as something to be spent, but as a seed to be planted for future growth? But saving is just the beginning. Next, we'll explore how rich parents take this foundation and build upon it, teaching their kids the power of investing early on. Because in the world of the wealthy, money isn't just meant to be saved, it's meant to grow. Now let's dive into the world of investing, a realm where the wealthy truly set themselves apart. While most children are learning to count coins, the offspring of the rich are being introduced to the stock market, real estate, and business ventures. It's a lesson that goes beyond mere money management. It's about making money work for you. Imagine a 10-year-old discussing diversification strategies or a teenager analyzing market trends. Sounds far-fetched? Not in wealthy households. These children are taught to see money not as a static resource, but as a tool for growth and opportunity. But here's the kicker. It's not just about understanding complex financial instruments. The real lesson is about adopting an investor's mindset, a way of thinking that seeks out opportunities, calculates risks. Rich parents teach their kids to look at the world through the lens of potential returns. That new video game, it's not just entertainment, it's an expense that could have been an investment. That lemonade stand, it's not just a summer activity, It's a crash course in entrepreneurship and profit margin. But here's where it gets really interesting. The wealthy don't just teach their kids to invest money, they teach them to invest in themselves. They emphasize the importance of education, skills development, and building a personal brand. Because in the world of the rich, the most valuable asset isn't in a bank account, it's between your ears. Now you might be feeling a twinge of envy or frustration. After all, most of us weren't taught these lessons as children. But here's the thing, it's never too late to start. The principles that rich parents teach their kids about investing are universal. The only difference is that they start earlier. So as we move forward, ask yourself, how can you adopt this investor's mindset? How can you start seeing the world as a landscape of opportunities rather than a series of expenses? Because the truth is, wealth isn't just about how much money you have. It's about how you think about money. But investing isn't always smooth sailing. Even the wealthy face setbacks and failures. And that brings us to our next crucial lesson, one that might surprise you, because it's not just about financial strategies. It's about something far more fundamental: emotional resilience. In the world of wealth and success, failure isn't just a possibility, it's an inevitability. But here's where the rich truly set themselves apart. They don't just prepare their children for success, they prepare them for failure. And in doing so, they equip them with one of the most powerful tools in the financial arsenal: emotional resilience. Imagine a child who doesn't fear failure, but sees it as a stepping stone to success. A child who understands that every no brings them closer to a yes, that every setback is a setup for a comeback. This isn't just positive thinking, it's a fundamental shift in how they approach challenges and setbacks. Rich parents teach their kids that failure isn't fatal, it's feedback. They instill in them the ability to analyze mistakes, learn from them, and bounce back stronger. This resilience isn't just about money. It's a life skill that permeates every aspect of their future success. But how do we learn to rebound from those setbacks? The wealthy approach this with a methodical mindset. They teach their children to dissect failure, to look at it objectively, and to extract valuable lessons. It's not about sugarcoating disappointments. It's about framing them as opportunities for growth. This approach to failure creates a fearlessness that becomes a superpower in the world of finance and beyond. While others might shy away from risks, these children learn to calculate and embrace them. They understand that without risk, there can be no reward. Now, you might be thinking, it's easy to take risks when you have a safety net, and you'd be right. But the lesson here isn't about the size of the risk. It's about the approach to it. It's about developing the emotional fortitude to face challenges head-on, regardless of your starting point. This resilience extends beyond just handling failure. It's about maintaining composure in the face of success too. Rich parents teach their kids not to get carried away by wins, to stay grounded, and to always be prepared for the next challenge. As we reflect on this, ask yourself, how different would your approach to challenges be if you saw failure not as a dead end, but as a detour? If you viewed setbacks not as roadblocks, but as building blocks for future success? But emotional resilience is just one piece of the puzzle. As we move forward, we'll explore how the wealthy combine this mental fortitude with practical skills to navigate the complex world of finance. Because in the realm of the rich, it's not just about having money, it's about understanding its language.